thing, because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Paul. Guys, let's get down to the field. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So Western Kentucky. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. Hey, no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on third down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Fights his way for a couple, but stops short of the marker. It's 4th and 1. And the Hilltoppers come to the line in the hurry-up. The throw. Complete out of the backfield. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Might be changing the route. To throw, it's Dickens. Rushes on him. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The Hilltoppers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Fires to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down. The 3rd down's coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Finds a man in the middle.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Safe completion on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Release to the back. It's on target and complete. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. This crowd knows when to bring it. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. If there's ever been a position group that sort of identifies with the team's mascot, it would be the bulldog mentality of this Georgia front. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
And he was held in check in game 1, but you're not going to hold him in check for long. And right out the gates, getting a sack in the 2nd ball game, that will not be his last sack of the season. This dude is a ball player.
This defense knew coming in the offense was going to try to test them. They were going to try to take some shots vertically down the field. Defense was ready for that one.
Here comes the heat. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs. So the Georgia Bulldogs offense will get the ball for the first time. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. When you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority in the pecking order for the guy throwing the football. So it's not going to surprise me early here if the quarterback looks his way, regardless of what the coverage is, based on what he showed last time out.
Yeah, and they were on the same page. It was fun to watch. I mean, you could tell that he knew exactly where his guy was, putting up the multiple touchdowns. Like, it was a thing of beauty. Now, defensively, I also know that. And I know he's looking that way. So look forward to seeing the chess match with the defense and maybe ways they can take him away.
To the air, it's Stockton. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. Georgia sends out the punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Going to run it. It's Rodgers. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing out.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Grabs it in the middle. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football for the easy completion.
Breaks the grab. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. This should be the last play of the quarter. To the air, it's Dickens. Complete. He'll be shoved out of bounds at the 35-yard line. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. Try to quiet this crowd by moving the sticks on fourth down. Trying to do it on the ground. Will not get there. A fourth down stop. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Fires to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it first and 10 at the 50. Looking to throw on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Frazier. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Dogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Finds his big tight end. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatened. downfield. They'll go back to the ground. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Under fire. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
How about the aggressive play calling? Love aggressiveness, bringing the free safety down, blitzing him. You could tell completely disrupted the offense. They didn't know how to handle it. Free safety chases the QB, gets him on the ground.
He's got his man. He does not get there. Stopped at the 25-yard line, and let's see what they do now on 4th down. He splits the uprights. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Wants to go up top on first down. It's complete to the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Got the quick pass. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Give to the back. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. And the Hilltoppers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Give to the running back. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Dickens. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. The Hilltoppers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Fires to the big fella. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Finds his big tight end. They stop him just a link or two short in the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On the run, it's Rodgers. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, WKU. Lining up for the PAT. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds the big tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Back to pass, it's Stockton. Fires to the big fella. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Looking to fire. Trying to beat the D deep. A full dive to haul that one in. They have just 3 measly Obviously, points on the board, but trying to cobble a little something together here before halftime.
Yeah, make something happen. And listen, if I'm this defense, I want to keep them right where they're at. Done a great job all game keeping them in check.
Turning it on. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wants to go up top. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with
going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Wants to throw. It's Dickens. Got it in the middle. It's Rodgers. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. To the air on first down. Makes the catch. It's Rodgers. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To the air on second down. He makes the catch, but the officials right on top of it, signaling out of bounds.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
The dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. And the Hilltoppers will punt this one away. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Athens. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Dooley Field inside Sanford Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Hilltoppers will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's White. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Tight end now in motion. Off play action on first down. Shoots it to the left. Makes a connection. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's first down from the 44. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Back to throw, it's Stockton. Got a little space, and they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here.
I know this offense came out here in the second half hoping to build on their one-possession lead, but after that incompletion, I think the smart thing is to just kick it away here and let your defense play and try to get it back to you without giving up any points.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Quick release on the RPO.
That RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
And the Hilltoppers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but it makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Got his man! And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
Dropping back, it's Dickens. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. He's got it. Touchdown, Hilltoppers. And that one will give him the lead.
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go route, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough to get run by. He makes the catch and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage and get some safety help up over the top because this guy's speed is a problem.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. FIU is trailing right now, and I know it may look bleak, but this team needs to regroup, remind itself it's at home, and remember just how quickly things can change. They're trailing by 12 to Buffalo. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
And they were looking for... play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. That last big play, one that can really jumpstart a drive. It's 1st and 10 from the 47. Wide receiver going in motion. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Trying to take it back. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Western Kentucky.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's White. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems running in the middle.
They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. Now they'll try to cash in this drive, 1st and 10 from the 50. Looking to pass, it's Stockton. The sure hands, it's Humphreys. At the 20, he's got space. Into the end zone unimpeded, except for that piece of laundry on the field. This might be coming back. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. Here comes the 2-point try. They want to throw it. Here's a heat. And that one is picked up in the end zone.
2-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time he just tried to force it into a tiny window, ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Looking for room. It's Rogers. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on 3rd down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. Might be calling a hot route. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. He's got it, 1st down and more. And not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Hilltoppers have it with a 1st and 10. He's got his man. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Motion from the wideout. He's got it on the right. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
That quarterback put his face in the fan. I love it. Coming up quickly, making a tackle in space.
Using his legs, it's Rogers. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the 1st down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
And the Hilltoppers will try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Quickly complete. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Hilltoppers look to keep this drive humming. Looking to throw, it's Dickens. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Man, you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. You don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong. But sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Western Kentucky.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. This time it's complete.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Takes it from the gun on third down. He finds a soft spot in the middle. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
And they found the big fella again. And they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the fourth quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to get the football thrown his way.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And the Hilltoppers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the fourth quarter. You got to lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on first down. Better job on second down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Just keep slinging it. Touchdown, Topper! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
He'll bring it out. It's White. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. To the air, it's Stockton. Quick completion on the out. He finds enough room to get it up to the 28-yard line before going out of bounds. The Dogs with a second and short to keep this drive moving. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Offense gets set for second down. From the gun, the ground game. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Georgia going up tempo.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
He lobs one high down the left side. Spreads it inside the 10. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Picked off to stop the threat. Takes the pick back to the 32-yard line, and now this offense will be in business. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Right back to him on the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play after play today. And we know if it gets close in the fourth quarter, they're going to look his way, so the defense really needs to have a plan.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll try the run, and he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
Big 3rd down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on 3rd down.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go when you run into...
And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. He'll try to take it back. He's at... And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
How fast did this game just change? Offense in the lead with the football looking great. Defense makes the big play. We've got ourselves a ball game now.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. War Eagle. Auburn is putting on a show offensively. They just simply can't be stopped. They're up by 28 over Southern Miss. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Guys, this is a story we see every single year in college football. Ranked teams losing to unranked opponents. Whatever the reasons, it adds to the flavor of a season.
It's so good because we all love the upsets. And then if you're the team that got that ranked win, Jesse, you start to build your resume, start to build some momentum. So this squad got a good win today.
They sure did. They put the rest of college football on alert with that huge win. And for the team losing, they've now got to be able to turn the page. They got to go back, do some soul searching, because they're a much better team than what they showed today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.